Everybody, wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. You know you're rocking with Lex, the author of ASTROSTETICS, the aesthetics of astrology. Yo, everybody, today, let's get into this Mercury Retrograde because a couple of y'all is DMing me talking about Mercury Retrograde, oh my God. What do I do? The first thing you gotta do is you got to understand that in astrosthetics, we call Mercury retrogrades an illusionary setback. You know, like when you're on the highway and you're driving and you're about to pass a car, right? Look, this is the car, this is you. The car is going like this and you're passing the car, and it looks like the car is going backwards, right? That is a Mercury retrograde. So that's why in astrosthetics, we call Mercury retrograde an illusionary setback, right? Now, when Mercury is retrograde, these are some of the best times to dial back and do a mental check and observe the flow of your memories, right? Now we have Mercury in Capricorn. Let's open up a beautiful handy dandy copy of Astrosthetics and let's get into this Mercury. Mercury governs communication, the intellect, thoughts, speaking, information, short distance travel, and movement. So Mercury deals with the short distance travel, things like cars, right? When you're driving from location to location, Mercury is the energy governing that. Now Mercury is in Capricorn. What is Capricorn? Capricorn deals with business. Capricorn deals with time, discipline, density, manifestation, building, ambition, the public, right? Now you got to remember this. And Saturn also deals with elders and the grand plan. Now when we're dealing with Mercury, right? And in Capricorn, there are certain signs that must be aware of their relationship with Capricorn. So if you're a Capricorn, you got to pay attention. If you're an Aries, you got to pay attention. If you're a Cancer, you got to pay attention. And if you're a Libra, you got to pay attention. And if you're a Gemini or a Leo, you got to pay attention to this Mercury retrograde and look out for how Mercury being in the cold part of the universe will make a difference, right? Now, if you're a Capricorn, you most importantly got to pay attention to that self-dialogue. You got to make sure that your mind isn't trying to trick you, because one of the key words for Mercury is the trickster. You know that thing where they're like, the mind is playing tricks? That is why Mercury is the trickster. Mercury governs the mind and the mental acuity, and it also governs the tricks. But when we have Mercury in Capricorn, this is dealing with business. This is dealing with discipline. Being mindful of how you're disciplining yourself and understanding past moments of disciplining for the sake of improvement, right? Now Capricorn is dense and strict and stingent and stringent. Capricorn could be very cold and harsh and dense. So when it comes to things like business, when it comes to business decisions, even speaking to authoritative figures, this is something that we got to pay attention to when Mercury is in Capricorn. How are we talking to our parents? How are we talking to people older than us? How are we talking to authoritative entities? Are we speaking in the most constructive way? Are we being clear and concise with how we are delivering our message? Because this will give us the chance to create opportunities on a master level. That is what Capricorn is about. With this particular transit, this is going to cause Mercury to kind of play tricks on us so that we can be stable in our executive approach to the world. Capricorn deals with the public, right? And status. The public perception. So how we're speaking to the public, how we are delivering our message to the world at large. If you even find yourself being a bit linguistically conscious about how you're articulating yourself, that is perfectly understandable, because Mercury in Capricorn is going to make us review and dial back, right? Because remember, that car is going backward, right? Apparently, that car is going backward, so you're going to be challenged to, as the planet is going retrograde, you're going to have to observe some of your thoughts going retrograde as well. And it's understanding the mental position of how we are articulating ourselves. Because what we're saying now can crystallize tomorrow. If it doesn't crystallize today or tomorrow, it could crystallize next week. So this will show us how our words and the karmic patterns that we are manifesting, this is going to show how that can affect your business. So don't be surprised, right, if you see some people aiming to articulate themselves better. If you see some people apologize to the public more than normal. Because this deals with speaking to the public. And also, people may become more conscientious of how they're speaking for the sake of manifestation. Having a positive internal conversation with yourself. And we already went in on that in a previous video, but when Mercury is in Capricorn, you really want to be mindful of how you're articulating, because what you say can have a slight influence on your business. And this is something that we're going to see. We're going to see public figures potentially addressing certain things they said, right? And even certain people will become more focused on how they are articulating themselves. You heard I said how they are people will become more mentally focused on how they are, oh my God, on how they are articulating themselves, right? So with Mercury in Capricorn, that's definitely what I want all y'all to look out for. Alright? And yeah, we gonna do a part 2 on this, and next time we gonna deal with it with all signs. How is Mercury retrograde in Capricorn? How is that affecting all of the signs? And maybe that will give you some beautiful insight on how Mercury in Capricorn may affect you as an individual when it's retrograde in the 10th sign. So everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all pick up a beautiful copy of Astrostetics. And I hope y'all having a great 2023. And bye-bye. Peace, y'all.